2003 on a 53 MG ZS 180. So that's your 180 brake, 2.5 litre V6. Makes a really, really good noise, which we'll show you in a second. This one, as you can see, is in sunspot yellow. Camera really doesn't do it justice. It's a really, really good colour. Closest one I can think is probably liquid yellow on your Renaults. What I would expect is quite a rare colour. Got quite a lot of pearl in it. This is a pre-facelift car, so you've got the twin lamps and the earlier grille. Nice spec, this one as well, which we'll show you as we go around. But sunspot yellow, really lovely colour. It will look slightly different colours in places on the camera just because of the light, because it's just pearl like you see. If you go from panel to panel, it is right. We'll start by doing the driver's front wing. We'll work our way around the bodywork, then we'll have a look inside, and then we'll get it fired up. Starting on this driver's front wing, if we look down the side of the car, you can see it's nice and straight all the way down there. Not full of ripples or filler. Lovely and clean on this front driver's wing. Inside the actual arch itself, nice and sharp all the way around there. We've got 4 matching wheels with the correct centre caps. I believe they're matching comb hose all around, but we'll double check. No stone chips or anything to whinge about on the front there. There is a scuff of some sort just in this section here on the bumper. I believe it's the same on the other side, but we'll show you as we go around. Coming down onto that big side skirt, there's no marks in that. It's not been rammed up any curves or anything like that. You can see if you go along the bottom of it, it's all good. No real marks to note on the driver's door. Got one little stone chip just there that's been touched in on the A-pillar, but the rubber seal all the way around on the windscreen, nice and tidy. It's not delaminating down the bottom or anything like that. And the plastic section on the scuttle, that's all good. I did notice, and we'll point them more out as we go, the bonnet, the roof, and a little bit on the spoiler. It's got what looks like a bit of sap in the lacquer. You can see, well, you can hear actually, it's a bit dried out. You can see, looks like it's been parked under a tree or something like that. It's only on the flat top panels. The sides are all good. It's just on the tops. Looks like it wants a proper mop and polish to get rid of that, but the roof itself's got no ripples or dents in it. There's no stone chips along the leading edge. It just has that sort of marks in the lacquer from, I would guess, a tree would be my guess. Nice and clean on that rear door. Inside the shuts and everything are all good. And if you have a look inside the arches, you can see that yellow coming through. It's really nice and clean inside those arches. Didn't show you on the front, but you can see the yellow coming through, really, really tidy. Again, normally you get a bit of corrosion coming through here and bubbling up down here, but it's all nice and tidy on there. Little chip just on the bumper there. If we look back up this side, nice and straight. Another good wheel and tyre on there. What have we got on that one? Continental on the back, so we're not on the matching tyres. Both with good tread. Coming round on the back, both taillights are nice and bright. Normally these spoilers can get some marks and some stress on them from people lifting the boot up and down, but this one, as you can see, is all good. Even the underside's nice. Underneath the deck there's good. For being really picky, the lacquer's peeled off the bottom of the badge. Every single MG, whether it be a ZF, ZS, ZT, ZR, whatever you want to call them, they all seem to fail on those. So whoever did the badges for MG in the early 2000s wasn't quite up to scratch. Like I say, both taillights, nice and bright. You've got your correct ZS and your 180 badge on the right. All nice and clean on the lower half of that bumper. What looks to be the original dealer plates on there as well, Inchcape, MG Rover. Check the description, wheel detail where a car has come from, any of the history, we've got all that sort of stuff. Nice and clean on the seal on the rear screen. And then coming around on the passenger side, up this side, lovely and straight, all the way up. Not full of filler or ripples or anything like that. Bumper sits nice and level. And you can see inside there, see it's lovely and clean in the arch. Nice and sharp all the way around. A couple of little stone chips just on the bottom there. Another good wheel and tyre. What have we got on that back one? Talk amongst yourselves while I find it. Can't tell, we'll double check and put it in the description. Nice and clean on the rear passenger door, and again, this side skirt hasn't been rammed up any curves or anything like that. Leading edges of the doors are all good, they've not been opened on things in car parks. All the rubber trim, all the way around is nice and tidy. The plastics are good, they're not dried out. Wing mirrors tidy on this side. No marks to note on that door or onto the front wing there. But we do have the same as the other side. It's been scuffed on something on both sides. You can see it's almost like glue or something in there. Another good wheel and tyre. So we've got matching cum hose on the front. I think matching continentals on the rear, but I'll double check. Coming round on the front, Got a few squash flies on the bottom there that want some proper fly remover to get rid of them. But stone chip wise, got one or two just down there. Another one there. But that looks to be it. Oh, another one there. That looks to be it. All the headlights are clean and bright. Indicators are good. Fog lights are nice. An unusual fog light, aircon. Seems to have all the options on this one as well. Like I say, the bonnet's nice and straight, same as the roof, but it does have this sort of lacquer burn in it there. You can see it under the light there. I would suspect a good cut and polish would make a massive difference on that. Onto the interior, all your door shuts are nice and clean. You've got your numbered thing down here, so it's not a limited edition or anything. It just tells you what number car it was. It was 18791. Nice and clean on the inside of the door. Door cards all good. Electric windows on the front. We'll pop the boot and the bonnet while we're here. Seats are really very good, which is exactly what you'd expect for this mileage. We'll just grab a key and I'll show you the mileage. 38,464, so nice and low on the mileage. Check the description, we'll detail all the service history, things like that. Driver's seat's very good. Tiny little bit of wear on the bolster there, but all the yellow sections are lovely. The bolsters are nice and firm. No real wear on the steering wheel. Standard stereo still in there as well. That's not been pulled out and had a aftermarket one put in. And unusually it's got aircon, which is a nice touch. No real wear on the gear section. And the heel pad in the floor is all good as well. That's not worn through. But again, you wouldn't expect it to on 38,000 miles. Nice and tidy on the rear. Door card, you do have manual windows in the back. And nothing to whinge about on that rear bench. It doesn't look like it's been used at all. Looks really good. Backs of the seats are good. Headlining's lovely and clean. Into the boot. Again, nice and tidy in there. All the carpet set's nice and clean. Under there is lovely and tidy as well. No sign of any moisture or trapped anything coming through, any corrosion or anything. Oh, do a better job of shutting the boot. There we go. Rear passenger side, again, all good in there. Door shuts are nice and tidy. There's not a lot to say about the back bench. It's really very, very good. As are the backs of those seats. Probably going to be quite a collectible car, really. They didn't make a lot of them in this colour. And they didn't make a lot of V6s. And this one being nice low mileage. Or just a nice little toy to use. Lovely and clean on the passenger seat. Again, good clue on the mileage. The seats haven't gone shiny from use. They're still nice and satin as leather should be. Or vinyl. I'm not even sure if that's leather or vinyl. I don't know. I'll double check. This side of the dash, that's all good as well. So I briefly had this down the road. It does drive really well. Quicker than you think as well. But 24 valve quad cam 2.5 litre V6. You have to excuse the dodgy camera. We'll get that propped up. Could do with a bit of a clean round in here. But you can see all the strut tops and everything are nice and tidy. Along the front there is all good. Bit of trap dirt here and there, you see, but nothing to worry about. And then along the underneath, it's not dropping any fluid on the floor, as you can see. We've left it to go cold, so we can do a cold engine starter. It does still have the factory rover immobilizer, so flip it once till the red light goes out. Turn over, fires up on the button. Like I say, it does sound very good. Excuse me. Little bit of a burble, not noisy while you're in it, not drony or anything like that. Nice and smooth around the front. All good. So there you go. 2003 MG ZS 180 in sunspot yellow. If you've got any more questions at all, please get in touch. We'll detail everything about the service history, where it's been, everything we know relating to 38,000 miles. Just check the description, but if you've got any questions at all, please just let us know. Thank you.